Hi everybody and welcome back for another video. So I guess there's two parts to this video. There's the first part, which is a little section on the first day of riding that I did on my trip in Spain. So in this part of the video I'm talking about a few changes in my life as I am newly single, so just a few little reflections on that and life and all of that stuff. And then the second part of the video is some reflections at the end of my trip, and I'm just talking about the holiday and the riding and kind of what I've been up to, how I felt, how it's gone. So here we go. So I've not even been 5 miles and I've already taken a wrong turn, but check this out. So something I wanted to speak about is not so related to cycling, it's more related to just life. But I'm recently single. In the last few months, me and my ex, we split up. And we have our reasons for that, and that's personal and between us. But I have been doing just a bit of thought and a bit of soul searching, and I guess like these sort of solo holidays and just a bit of time away to think and stuff. Like I did that long walk, I did a long 10-mile walk along the coast yesterday, and it really gives you a good time to just think about life and everything, and that time on your own, and life so busy, and kind of just gives you a bit of a chance to just stop and think. But I've just been thinking about just my life, and and I just feel like I just don't fit into the norms of life. So like relationship, work, like I have a job I enjoy, I really enjoy my job, I like it, but I just feel like I've said before about how I feel like I'm a square peg fitting into a round hole or whatever, whatever the saying is. And yeah, it just makes me think like, yeah. And when I think about what like would really fulfill me, what really makes my heart sing, actually it's like the moments of travel, the tours I've done, like that feels to me like it's my life purpose. And it's really hard because you kind of grow up thinking that your life's going to be a certain way, and just that's the way it is, the whole boy meets girl, job, kids, house, all that stuff. And I've been really lucky in my life and the stuff that I've done, I've achieved, and I've got my lovely little place that I love. I purposely have a small house where I have not many belongings, and that's kind of quite important to me, of not having, too much stuff. But yeah, the thing that it just leaves me thinking is what I really want from life and kind of how that works. And I just feel like I just don't fit into the norms of relationship. Obviously it's early days, but I just want to travel. I just want to travel on my bike. Like that's always been something that kind of has really, made my soul sing, really. Yeah, and I enjoy being single. I enjoy doing my own thing. I enjoy my own company. I've got amazing friends. I've got absolutely amazing family as well. But I love the flexibility of just being able to do what I want, like just book a holiday and go, and kind of, if I want to do a bikepacking trip on a weekend, just do it. And there was never anything stopping me from doing those things, but kind of just the flexibility of being able to do what I want. I also have like a really maternal side, so I guess at one point I thought that kids would be high on my priority list. That just isn't turning out. It's that's just not the way it has worked out. But in the last few years I've developed a really strong bond with my nephews, my 3 nephews, so, and that's kind of part of this as well. Yeah, it's just thrown a lot of stuff up, but I'm kind of feeling like I'm fulfilled just being me. I feel like I don't fit in for many reasons with the norms of just life. I love my riding bikes. That kind of keeps me sane, it keeps me happy, keeps me healthy. It's my friendship circle. And yeah, I don't know what the next year's going to bring, but I just want to do some cool, exciting stuff, and I just want to be me and explore, and I'm adventurous, and I don't want to settle, and all of those things. Like, I want to see the world, I want to go to places and do stuff that people think that I can't do, and kind of, you know, just have adventures. And yeah, that's really important to me. So yeah, I was thinking a lot about it yesterday, I've been thinking about it recently, but yeah, so something that I wanted to speak to you guys about. It's not so relevant to cycling, but maybe some of you can relate to some parts of that. If you can, I'd love to hear. If you've got any input, I'd love to hear it. But yeah, I just feel like one of the most important things is to just be your authentic self down to your core, and I've done a lot of work on myself in the last few years. I did some like long-term therapy kind of work, and kind of working on myself, and like mental health. That's something that I've struggled with in the past, and you know, the cycling and like all that counselling, that's been an important part of that. But yeah, I just feel it's important to take a holistic approach to life and kind of look at it that way. So yeah, very reflective while sat here in this absolutely beautiful spot. Check it out. Sharing some quite personal stuff here, but yeah, you know, that's what I do. I share a lot of my life with you guys, and that's kind of part of it. You know, obviously there's a whole process when it comes to splitting up, you know, that denial, that grieving, that kind of finding yourself again. I'm finding myself again, but I feel like although it's been a really tough time, it's also turning to be a positive time, because I'm being authentic and true to myself of what I want and what I want to achieve. So yeah, there you go. Sometimes when you're caught up in the hustle and bustle of life, you kind of can forget what's important to you, and you get kind of stuck in the rat race and the rigmarole of all the 9 to 5 stuff, and got to get out and got to achieve and blah blah blah. And then you just stop and slow it down a little bit, and you're like, well, this is the point. Actually, there's a whole trend on social media about the moment, I forgot this is the point, but this is the point, to enjoy yourself and to be true to yourself. And yeah, so there you go. Thanks for listening, guys. I wasn't actually going to film today, but it's so beautiful down here, I'm kind of tempted now. It's my last day with the bike. I'm flying home tomorrow. I've had an absolutely lovely break. Just a mix of like relaxing, cycling, walking, sitting by the pool, reading. Triathletes. Yeah, it's just been a lovely mix of just relaxing, kind of being me. Obviously it's a bit challenging because it's my first trip out of a long-term relationship, so there's been some feelings to process there. And like last weekend I was with a group of friends like all weekend riding the Rebellion Way, so like the contrast of that and then the quiet has been quite a lot. But I like my own company, I'm quite happy kind of doing that. One thing I kind of feel like I missed a trick a little bit, I'm just going to pull it. So one thing I feel like I kind of missed a trick a little bit is that I was based at one place. There's a reason for that. I felt like I needed a switch off and a break, and it would just be good to like book a relaxing week. But actually I don't really like being in one place. I love exploring, I love going from place to place. Do you think it would have been more fun to kind of just brought a bike packing bag and sort of ridden from place to place? Changed my mind, we'll ride and chat. Also I hired a bike, and I did that for convenience. I've got a hair on this lens, let's just get rid of that. I did that for convenience. And in many ways, yeah, it's convenient, you don't have to worry about the logistics, but I've got an awesome bike at home. Like, I love my Liv Langmuir, and this bike, you know, it's alright, but it doesn't live up to that. So yeah, there was that. Also, the bike was filthy when I picked it up. I asked him to clean it, politely, he did it a little bit. The guy's lovely. Then the seat post was stuck. Then he managed to change that, and then the seat post has been slipping. Then he put some carbon seat post paste on for me. Now I feel like the saddle's too low again, so it's kind of been like back and forth. And with your own bike, you kind of just know the fit and know what works. So yeah, there's that. Malgrat de Mar. It's nice. Kind of booked it because I got a good hotel deal. You're by the coast, beautiful beaches, nice hotel, but actually those coastal roads are quite busy, so you have to ride for a little bit to kind of get out into this. I'm a bit stubborn because I don't like going to the places that everyone goes. So Girona, Mallorca, all of those places, and I've been to Girona, beautiful, and obviously like the roads around there are amazing. In hindsight, maybe I would have been better staying there, but it was more expensive. It's a nice place, you know. So yeah, reflections. But actually I just like being on the road, so another time I think I'd just travel around, do what I do. But yeah, what a day. So considering I wasn't going to film, I've got plenty to say. Thanks for listening. Sure is a beautiful windy road. Ordered a milkshake. And a coffee.